The Singaporean math puzzle that took over the internet this week went viral for a reason. I think it tapped a nerve, specifically our math phobia. John Mighton is a mathematician and founder of JUMP, Junior Undiscovered Math Prodigies. Thanks for joining us, John.
Thank you.
Now, do you encounter math phobia with your own students?
Yeah, it's universal. It's a universal problem in our society. And a lot of people think it's quite innocent. As early as kindergarten, kids start comparing themselves to each other and deciding who's talented or smart and who isn't. And we even encourage those comparisons by ranking kids all the time. But at JUMP, we think that's actually the source of the problem, because as soon as someone decides they're not talented or smart, their brain stops working efficiently. They stop engaging and learning.
Is there an attitude in our culture that really lends itself to, being math phobic?
Yeah. We see people who have trouble with something, we assume it's some kind of genetic problem or problem with their brain, whereas it's really a social problem. We haven't given those people the opportunity. And that's what happens to kids who struggle in math. We write them off too easily, and they write themselves off too easily also.
But what about the grown-ups? What about parents? How can we convey a positive attitude towards math to our kids?
Well, never say, I wasn't good at math, so you can't be. That's nonsense. The other thing is try and play games with your kids, do things that make math fun. There's research that shows that kids who play like number line games like snakes and ladders early have a huge advantage coming into school.
Okay, so let's circle back to this Singaporean math question, because for a lot of us grown-ups, we don't really think we use math in our everyday lives, and then all of a sudden it pops up on Facebook, and a lot of us were very discouraged. We couldn't do it. I mean, did you tackle it?
I haven't had much chance to think about it because you just contacted me, but I have a master's degree in mathematics, a doctorate in mathematics and a master's in philosophy, and I also taught logic. But I don't think, and that's a hard problem because I don't actually think it's really well phrased. It's not a very clear problem.
Yeah. Online, there are solutions for two different answers, actually. And just to wrap up, and I'm really just asking you this for myself, how can a grown-up kick their math phobia?
Well, that's a great question. If you ever have an opportunity to go back and even learn a bit of math from an earlier grade, you'll find it's way easier than you thought. I only went back into math when I was in my 30s. It took me that long to get confident. But I realized very quickly that by making an effort and seeing things over and over, the math becomes extremely easy if you just stick with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, John, thank you so much for your insight today.
Thank you.